checking from the history of all the leaders we have in the country as we speak right now, William Ruto is one of the leaders that we have whom have gone through all the systems of politicians currently. What do I mean by this? William Ruto, considering his history, he worked with Moi, worked under Kibaki, worked under Raila Amolo Odinga. He has worked with Uhuru Kenyatta. Now is the president of this country. He worked as a deputy president and now elevated to become the president of this country. That is the basic history of employment of William Ruto as far as the Kenyan politics is concerned. So therefore, on this video here, I want to dive in on why I feel that if William Ruto fails as a president, then we are going to have a difficult time in this country to get a leader who can deliver. That is going to form the basis of this analysis. But before I do so, if this is the first time you're watching our videos, please make sure to subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. For those who want my number, it's at my bio. You can always reach out so that you can always engage. Now, if William Ruto fails as a president in this country, all the managers, CEOs, employers of any kind, don't you ever ask an experience when young men and women of this country come for jobs? Why? Then if William Ruto fails, then that means that experience does not help in anything. It is not a requirement. It's the willingness of a person to deliver and make a change. William Ruto worked under Moi, and he was able to learn so many things, including the bad things that a country does not want. He was there when people were talking about multi-party democracy, when Moi was opposing at some point, how Kenyans suffered under that. So therefore, he knows the freedom of multipartyism. He knows the importance of the freedom of multipartyism in Kenya. And he should not be at any point involved in ensuring that he has tried to kill any other party in the country as we speak. If it is the freedom of speech, he was during Moi's time where I hear that people never used to speak anything against the government and then you stay alive. Therefore, I mean that among the people who understand the importance of the freedom of speech, it is William Ruto. Because he was under Y Kennedy too, which was a group that was under Moi. Then there came a transformation in 2002, where we had Moi being removed out of power and Kibaki coming in as the president of the Republic of Kenya. Before I take you through Kibaki, just let me remind you that William Ruto also experienced a poor economy under Moi as the president. Now the transformation came in 2002, where Kibaki took over. William Ruto somehow found himself again in government, and because he was an MP at that time, and he saw how Kibaki worked very well, streamlined this country. Actually, Kibaki borrowed as little as he could to ensure that he could not burden Kenyans with a loan. Kibaki went ahead to streamline the economy, create job opportunities in the country, and actually, to make matters much more interesting, to create an empire called Kenya, which did not exist under President Moi. He was there when Kibaki had empty coffers from Moi, and from there they collected more taxes without increasing taxes on Kenyans, on the few Kenyans that were working. So therefore, he has an experience of transforming this country. He has an experience on how it means, on what can be done in this country to change. In the second term of Kibaki, the coalition government was there. The coalition government came as a result of post-election violence. And what happened in 2002-2008 post-election violence, I mean, it's something we don't want to remember as a country at all. So therefore, William Ruto should know the importance of the unity of Kenya, the unity of all the 47 or 3 tribes we have in the country. Therefore, there should be no room completely of clashes again in the country at all. Some of the things that can lead to this, it is election malpractices. or interference with the IBC. William Ruto worked under the coalition government in various ministerial positions, where we had Raila Amolo Odinga and we also had Kibaki. Kibaki as the president, Raila Amolo Odinga as the prime minister. Kalonzo Musyoka was the vice president. Uhuru Kenyatta and Musalia Mudavadi were deputy prime ministers, So at that time, William Ruto saw how, despite being from different parties, despite having Raila Amolo Odinga in government, still Kenya could move forward. Thika Super was established, the economy was changed, and people up to now are praising Kibaki for the period that he was in office, particularly the second term. And in all these times, there was no complaints about higher taxation. So therefore, William Ruto watched what Kibaki did. He knows how Kibaki did things. William Ruto also was there as a country when Kibaki was giving freedom to his ministers to perform and deliver for the people of Kenya. He saw that orders did not necessarily come from State House for something to be done. Ministers like now, if for those who remember, as gentleman who died, I read his story recently, he was called Karisa Maitha. He's a guy from the coast who performed immensely, died in Germany. People remember the likes of Michuki, who transformed the transport sector in this country, and many other leaders, you can name them. Leaders and ministers performed. In fact, you remember Kibaki's ministers even than those of Uhuru, because that's the time we want transformation in this country. Can you remember any minister after William Ruto has left office? Right now, William Ruto, assuming today is exiting office and going home, which minister can you remember? Let me see on the comment section. Which minister of William Ruto can you say that this yes was a super one? Which one can you remember? So William Ruto was there when Kibaki gave powers and abilities for these ministers to deliver for the people of Kenya. So he has good experience. Uhuru Kenyatta came. William Ruto has an experience of what youthful leadership means in this country. Uhuru came as a youthful leader. Uhuru came despite they borrowed so much money, and William Ruto has an experience of what it means when money is borrowed as a form of loans, and then it's misused, the kind of a burden it puts on Kenyans. William Ruto has an experience from that kind of a regime when he was a deputy president. William Ruto has an experience on what it means when there's corruption in the country, because he saw how much money was lost, how much Kenyan money was lost through corruption. Also, William Ruto saw how Uhuru Kenyatta transformed the infrastructural state of the country. So many roads were being constructed across the country. I want to give an example of the one that was constructed from Kisii, Suneka, all the way to Sirare, and the one to Kisumu Ahero. And many other roads in Nairobi. You can talk of Oyakiwe, you can talk of Ngong Road that was expanded, you can talk of the bypasses that were established in Nairobi, you can talk the roads that were launched, the Mau Mau roads. So many roads were launched and completed under Uhuru Kenyatta's time. We had the SGR that was established, expressway in Nairobi. So William Ruto has an experience of what it means infrastructural development under President Uhuru Kenyatta. So therefore, when it comes to roads, William Ruto knows what Kenyans want when they ask for roads, when they want infrastructural development. He knows what Kenyans want. So summing up to all this, I mean that William Ruto has an experience of all kinds to know what the Kenyan people want. He knows what exactly Kenya needs. So therefore, if he decides to fail as a president, the way things are going, that means we'll never have another leader who's going to deliver in this country. Because no one has been a deputy president or vice president and has transitioned to become a president in this country, but William Ruto was the first. So therefore, he could have understood where to fix and what to leave. But now, what are we experiencing as a country? Everyone is complaining. Everyone is wondering what's happening. We are feeling that there is no leadership in this country. So therefore, if William Ruto fails in this regime, in these 5 years as we speak, therefore, we are not likely to get another leader who's experienced like him, because we are going to get rid of most of these leaders who were there before. What do you think if William Ruto fails? I don't know what's your take. Can't believe this is the first time once again you're watching our videos. Thank you so much. Please subscribe, like, and comment after watching it. Please also give me a like. That's my video there and there. Please keep following. My name is Abel Mukua. See you next time.